It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Hawks in Atlanta. Looking at the Hawks, they're in a little bit of a skid now. There's no other way to put it. Whatever momentum they may have had early in the season has gone away here as we've reached the midway point. And Coach Fred Hoiberg, the mayor, a decade in the NBA, then a successful run coaching Iowa State. How do you think he's doing with the Bulls, Kenny?
It's a tough act to follow with Tom Thibodeau departing. That's tough. But, his nice guy demeanor can win the team over. A lot of new players, a lot of new things. It's tough. Good luck.
He's faced some criticism. Players say he needs to coach harder. Takes time. They just got to stick with him.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you for joining us.
The Bulls are looking to defeat their Eastern Conference rival going into this one. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. The Hawks still playing on their home court in this one. And, of course, Dennis Schroeder. He won't be an option for them.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
Tonight, two teams that like to score out of half-court sets. And, Brent, on that subject, we often talk about the playoffs coming down to great half-court execution. Why do you think that is?
It comes down to preparation, Kevin. You watch so much film. You have several days to prepare for a team that you saw, more than likely 3 or 4 times during the season. And then all of a sudden they're in front of you. As the series goes on, it starts to become less and less about turnovers and missed shots. There's a lot of predictability once you get into the playoffs, and it's about who can make the fewest mistakes. They're normally going to win the series.
That's a great answer. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Dunn and Levine, their backcourt. Parker out there with Robin Lopez, and it's Holiday in at the 3 spot. The Hawks shooting their first free throw of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season. And for many years, the Chicago Bulls were viewed as a model franchise. Always were competitive and in the hunt for a title. But this current version just can't escape turmoil from within.
Now here is Holiday. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
And the Bulls finally committing, Greg, to a full rebuild this last offseason.
Yeah, and trading Butler was the start of it. I mean, they got some young players to build around and a pick, and it won't be an easy road ahead, but one they felt they needed to make.
Dishes it to Collins. Right wing, deep 2 from Anderson. Atlanta working now with the new shot clock. Here's Dedmon, and he banks in the layup. Dedmon's got his first 2 points of the night.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Screened by Parker. Outside Holiday. Again, Holiday missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Lynn dishes to Prince. Kept alive by Atlanta. And Anderson kicks to Dedmon. Feeds it to Lynn. There's the pick. Anderson passes to Dedmon. Back to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Levine. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Lopez a screen. Lopez a screen on Prince. Levine inside the three-point line. The step back jumper is good.
You know, a good job by the defender of not getting fooled by the step back, but he still got the shot to fall.
Anderson dishes to Dedmon. Pass to Lynn. Overdone. Here's Collins. Kicks it out to Prince. Another miss by Prince.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Dunn. That shot misses. Some solid defense there from Lynn. And Anderson kicks to Dedmon. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
Offensive rebound. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Parker playing for Coach K in college. He's got that pedigree as well as a great attitude.
And Greg, when Jabari Parker is healthy, he has shown that he can be a go-to scorer in this league.
Parker reminds me a bit of how Carmelo Anthony looked at the same age. His ability to just blow by defenders is going to always be something he can lean on. Just fantastic with how efficient he is at this age.
And that one misses. He doesn't get the second one. And Brent, for the Hawks, a new $50 million practice facility. In 2019, their G League team begins playing in College Park.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome that we're almost to every team having a G League affiliated roster that they can work with throughout the course of the season. So the Hawks became the 16th team to snatch up a G League operation. And I think that Mike Budenholzer and their organization will use that well, as they'll want player development coming out of College Park.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Lynn from long range. Dedmon kicks to Prince. Another shot. Back to Dedmon to the left wing. Anderson outside. Back to Lynn. Kicks it to Collins. Misses the three.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Done with it. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Snatched up. And Holiday kicks to Levine. Lopez a screen. And Levine, here we go. High post Lopez. Lopez sets a screen for Dunn. Another shot. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Then the pass to Dedmon. And the rebound goes to Lopez.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Lopez sets a screen for Levine. Off the screen. Goes back up. They shoot again and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Robin Lopez, a solid big man who can clean up the glass and, Greg, get you some points on the other end.
And Robin Lopez might not have great range now, but, you know, that could change. He says he's working on a three-point shot, and his logic is that since his twin brother Brooke can make threes, it can't be that hard.
Maybe.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Lopez, no good on the free throw. Atlanta leading by 3. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Fred Hoiberg. Dave?
Well, Kevin, he expects their interior defense to be airtight. He said rim protection is something we really do well. Our ability to contest shots allows us to become more aggressive on the perimeter. Makes it a win-win. We'll see if all of that holds up for them tonight. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Their game plan appears to be putting that defense front and center in this one.
Yeah, and that's where they're going to put their... Oh! And this is why defensively you can't afford to let Levine get to the rim. Too much explosiveness.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another unleash chaos moment. Anderson dishes to Prince. He feeds it to Lynn. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Collins. That's tipped. Here's Levine. Again, Levine missing.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
Dedmon in the corner. Now here's Lynn. He's tightly guarded. Just 5 on the clock. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Hey, Brent, as we move toward a more positionless league, versatility obviously is such a key. Who do you think are some of the more versatile centers in the game right now?
Well, I'm not going to put them in any particular order, but Anthony Davis playing a little bit more of the 5 is certainly a nightmare matchup. He's expanded his range to be able to shoot threes. Kristaps Porzingis represents basketball's version of a unicorn. Nobody knows what to make of that guy. DeMarcus Cousins, we see Karl Anthony Towns exploring his game in Minnesota and the versatility he has as a passing big that can shoot from range. And Joel Embiid in Philadelphia is raising all kinds of eyebrows, Kevin. I've just never seen somebody with that kind of size and that kind of mobility have such a soft touch from the three-point line. So the new evolutionized 5 position and revolutionized 5 position is in good shape.
That's a great list. Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Alex Len's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Carter comes in for Collins. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Anderson. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Jeremy Lin. Bulls trail by 5. Payne kicks to Portis. There's the pick. The pass to Zipser. Here's Portis, defended by Carter. Out left to the wing. Now here's Payne. T right on him. The shot by Markkanen. Nobody around. Off target from three-point range.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Shot off the pick. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Delaney's got his first 2 points of the night.
I'm not sure why anyone would leave him alone at that range. Head scratcher.
Payne passes to Zipser. Here's Kilpatrick. Ejected by Len. Now here's Bazemore. His last outing, he had 8 points. Prince misses.
Yeah, he can't make a thing out there right now, guys. If he keeps this up, don't be surprised if his team gives up this lead.
Payne passes to Kilpatrick. Back to Payne. Lets the 3 fly. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That's his first foul. Bembry's checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta leading by 7. Here's Bazemore. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. There's the pick. To the wing right side. Here's Bembry. He dishes it to Bazemore. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for the Hawks.
And their bigs are getting the vast majority of those caroms, handling their business on the inside and freeing up the guards to get up the court and look for early offense.
Bulls trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Here's Bembry. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Delaney. Drills it from outside. Delaney's got 5. Now Payne. Pass to Kilpatrick. And it comes off the front of the rim.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
They set the screen. Here's Delaney off the screen. Pulls up. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. Kilpatrick passes to Payne. Markkanen in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
And I tell you what, Markkanen has already mastered the art of the bank shot. Loves getting it up there and knocking that one down. You have got to be in his space if you want to disrupt his rhythm.
Carter kicks to Bembry. Bazemore for 3. Markkanen pulls it in. Chicago's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Here's Zipser. Rebounded by the Hawks. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
This is when you look at the opposition and give them some credit with their defensive effort, just a higher level of energy and focus. They were disruptive.
Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Here's Kilpatrick. That's short off the rim.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
And here's Payne. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change.
No doubt disappointed with that one. He'd love to have that one back.
Yeah, I'd put that play on repeat. The setup was perfect. Just need a better result next time.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's covered by Bazemore. And that one's good. Zipser.
Phenomenal use of the body there to free himself up from the defender and get a clean look at the basket.
Delaney kicks to Len. And the foul called on Cameron Payne. That is his first foul of the game. We've got 33 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Delaney, the pass to Carter. A stupendous finish in traffic. And the Hawks lead by 7.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Payne with it. .11 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 4 on the clock. Here's the screen. Kilpatrick off target with his 3. And so it's Atlanta bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And Jeremy Lin, a player who's come a long way in his time in this league, from going undrafted out of Harvard to where he is now. He says he remains very grateful.
I wasn't sure, if my career would ever pan out the way I was hoping for, or if I would be able to stay in the NBA. And so for me to be here playing, to be able to know I'm going to play in the game, in an NBA game, it's just, it's pretty cool.
Well, in a game filled with some pretty big egos, there are also guys like that who are living the dream in their own very grateful way. Lynn has certainly seen the highs and the lows.
And Kevin, not everyone's a superstar and certain of their future. Sometimes you get to be a superstar for a brief moment in time, but this game has a way of humbling people, even those who started out humble, like Lynn.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that they're coming at them all night long.
So for Chicago right now, they've got Markkanen. Portis is out there with Payne, and it's Zipser in at the small forward. And Coach Mike Budenholzer, a product of the San Antonio coaching tree, learned a lot in his decade plus as a lead assistant under Greg Popovich.
I think one key for Mike Budenholzer is that he understands that the importance of the assistant coaching staff can really elevate the level of play for the basketball team, and that each of those coaches has an open door policy. You can walk in, you can have a conversation, you can gripe a little bit, and then try to build on something so that the team ends up better off because of those open lines of communication.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Hawks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. The free throw dropped for Bazemore. Well, we all know, Brent, you grew up in a real basketball environment. What affected watching your dad and competing against your brothers and being in that conversation at the dinner table have on the development of your playing style?
Well, I think first and foremost what comes to mind, Kevin, is just competing. And it wasn't just competing at basketball. It was wiffle ball in the backyard, soccer in the fall, baseball in the spring, Monopoly during the weekends. So anything we could get our hands on that had to do with the game, yeah, it was about that competition.
And what do you do now in retirement? Is there what do you find to stimulate the competitive side?
Well, I beat my kids in Monopoly, I could tell you that.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Here's Delaney. He has 5. Here's Bembry, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Slight change in the Hawks in terms of the front office responsibilities, as Coach Mike Budenholzer had been running the show, but he relinquished those responsibilities as Travis Schlenk came from the Golden State Warriors to head up the general manager's position.
He misses the free throw. And Brent, do you like the move for the Hawks, bringing in a new head of basketball operations?
Well, I think Mike Budenholzer, you could see in his reaction to them hiring a new general manager that he was just fine with that. He's a coach. That's all he wants to do is coach. Now he's going to have a chance to coach.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Alex Len. Collins comes in for Vince Carter. Anderson, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Malcolm Delaney.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Dunn.
If you don't stick with Dunn, he'll burn you. What quickness down the floor.
Lynn dishes to Collins. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And their troubles just seemed to get compounded as they got later into that game. They did not have it that night whatsoever, and it ended up being a double-digit loss.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Dunn kicks to Parker. Got a hand on it, and he's able to get it back. But they recover it. Tries yet again. The kick out to Holiday. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Collins against Levine, and that one good. And the Hawks lead by 14.
And they keep hammering away at them inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Lopez a screen. Outside Levine. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
And way to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking. Now here's Lynn. He's coming off a 10-point game against New Orleans. Pass to Bembry. Levine against Collins. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Bembry. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Bulls trail by 12. Levine kicks to Dunn. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Bembry. It's good. It's his 2nd basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And giving up some height, he just finds a way to carve out a little separation.
This is sort of the joust of the NBA where the aggressive player, more often than not, wins out.
Here's Lopez. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Lopez has got his 2nd basket of the night.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Lynn kicks to Collins. They set the pick. Lynn with it. Now defended by Levine. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shot from 12. Tries again. Lynn against Levine. Collins kicks to Lynn. Lays it up off the glass. Lynn's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hawks.
And Lynn plays with a real edge. When he's driving inside, he looks determined to beat everyone to the basket.
Stolen away. Inside, Collins. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Chicago calls timeout. Hey, Brent, we know there's a lot of jawing, a lot of communication out there on the floor. And when you were playing, who was the best trash talker you ever went up against?
Well, I played with the notorious one in Seattle by the name of Gary Payton. A lot of people put him pretty high up on their list. I also remember one Bonzi Wells at his time when he was with the Portland Trailblazers and Sacramento Kings, being a bit lippy. And then occasionally there would be a John Barry talking to me, but
really,
I never listened to him growing up, Kevin, so why would I listen to him on the court?
Good way to approach it. Prince is checked in for Bembry. Bulls trail by 16. Now done. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Here's Holiday. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
Anderson passes to Dedmon. Anderson the screen. Dedmon dishes to Lynn. Back to Dedmon. Good D by Lopez. And Chicago shooting in the second quarter has been pretty embarrassing, just 27%. Dunn kicks to Parker. The feed to Holiday. Back to Parker. Lopez, a screen on Collins. Just 5 to shoot. Releases from 15. Parker's shot is off.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
Collins, good.
Yeah, he's had bad first quarters before and has dug himself out. Here's another one tonight.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And the dunk by Lopez.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
And Lynn is a sensational playmaker. Love how he zips passes over to his guys.
The Hawks have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. So the value of NBA teams now on average over $1 billion each if you include all the different things they have and run. And Brent, when you take a look at that and take that into consideration, what are some of the big things the league has done to generate such growth?
Well, I think this is where you have to commend both David Stern and Adam Silver in terms of being progressive with how in touch they are with the game of basketball, addressing it internationally much better than the NFL has done it, in my opinion, over the course of the past 2 decades, where they know they've got this tremendous fan base, not only in Europe, but certainly in Asia and China. And they're more than willing, Kevin, to go to those markets, expose those players, and get them enthusiastic and excited about what our game offers.
Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
The mindset right now is pretty strong. Superb at staying aggressive and right now stringing some plays together.
Outside, Lynn. Dedmon kicks to Lynn. Here's Collins. Now the dish to Dedmon. Back to Prince. Over Holiday. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. And that's 10 points for Prince.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Carter comes in for Collins. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Justin Anderson. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Jeremy Lin. Markkanen sets the pick for Payne. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Bulls have gone 0 for 3 in the game at the line, missing all previous chances.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Good on the second free throw. Here's Delaney. He's got 5. There's a good screen. And Bazemore kicks to Carter. Stripped it away. Here's Zipser, guarded by Prince. Zipser, the pass to Payne. Here's Portis. Carter with the block. And they get it back. And the basket by Kilpatrick. The Hawks leading by 13. And here's Bazemore. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. It's Prince on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Carter right side. It's deflected. Now here's Payne. Not a lot of room. Pass to Zipser. They set the pick. Off the pick. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Ooh, excellent work getting that close to the basket. Got to be happy getting those type of shots.
Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. 4th, Lauri Markkanen.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Payne kicks to Zipser. Back to Payne. Now the pass to Zipser. From deep three-point range. Atlanta with the rebound. Land's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Carter. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Portis has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Dishes it to Payne. From downtown. And Vince Carter pulls it down. The Hawks leading by 11. Here's Delaney. He has 5. And he gets it to go. Delaney's got 7.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Payne dishes to Markkanen. Payne passes to Kilpatrick. 44 seconds left now here in the second. Prince with the defensive effort.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Bazemore feeding off the contact. It did not slow him down on that possession. Good finish.
There's 37 seconds left in the first half of basketball. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
There's the pick. Here's Payne. Up and in on the layup.
Well, fantastic awareness, finishing with ease at the rim, and the defense was just not a factor.
Count it. Carter's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Payne kicks to Zipser. But they'll get another chance.
Yeah, just nice hustle there. That work gets them the extra possession.
And so it's Atlanta riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Mike Budenholzer. Your defense has been very good. Why has that happened?
Well, you know, I think our guys are committed on that end. Everybody's active, everybody's covering for each other, and we know how important it is.
Mike, we'll see if it continues in the next quarter. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the 3rd quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. After 2 quarters, it's Atlanta out in front. They lead by 15. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, their success from the free throw line is big tonight. They absolutely were determined to take it to the hole and not be denied. We saw them dictating the action, finishing strong and asking for more.
And Shaq, what'd you think about Chicago?
Well, you live by the three and you die by the three. And today, Ernie, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that will wrap up our halftime report, as it's just about time for the start of the second half.
Welcome back to Atlanta as you get a look at the famous facade of Phillips Arena, home of the Hawks. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. The Hawks leading by 15. Jeremy Lin is out there with Anderson. Then it's Collins. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Prince in at the small forward. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. They set the pick. Feeds it to Dedmon. He kicks it to Prince. 5 to shoot. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And Anderson has it in the corner. And the three ball is good. Anderson's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Hawks. Bulls trail by 18. Levine with it. Outside Holiday. Lopez, a screen on Prince. Off the screen. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. The Hawks shooting 43% for the game. And Justin Holiday, one of the many Holiday siblings to play hoops.
Well, he's worked hard to get here, Kevin. Went undrafted and came up through the D-League and is capable, a long wing defender who maybe with some nuance and some time put in can become more of a 3-and-D guy in the NBA.
Lopez, a screen on Anderson. Here's Levine. Dedmon with the block.
We've got to respect the wingspan that time of Dwayne on that end. Look, you go up like that and you're a dead man.
Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
Now here's Dunn, defended by Lin. And stolen by Prince. Here's Dedmon. 6 points for him. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Prince outside. Inside. Collins. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that monster lead continues to grow. They are just piling it on now.
Now, that's the attack mindset with which they entered the game with, and I wouldn't expect them to let up now.
Dunn kicks to Parker. Lopez sets a screen for Levine. Offensive rebound. Passes to Lopez. Kicks to Levine. They need this. Jump shot is good. Levine's got 11.
Well, they missed their first 3 shots, and after that maybe they'll get some air underneath their wings a little bit.
Lin kicks to Prince. Anderson the screen. Prince with it. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Shot by Collins, no good.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Levine inside the three-point line. Here's Parker. Lays it up and banks it in.
Continuing to show activity on the offensive glass. Second chance buckets have been huge.
Anderson passes to Dedmon. Anderson the screen. Dedmon dishes to Lin.
Yeah, you have to admire the aggressiveness of Lin, constantly looking to draw the foul on his shot.
The Hawks have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Timeout, gentlemen. 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
And Lynn has really carved out a nice role for himself in our league. An effective two-way player who can score, rebound, pass, and defend.
Atlanta making a switch here. Bembry's checked in. Both free throws good from Lynn. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
Taking a look now at some numbers for Dunn. His last 10 games, he's averaging 7 points a game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent, but honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Shot by Collins, no good.
Well, the team is still up despite him struggling, so hopefully he'll find his rhythm.
That shot wide open. And that's 13 points for Zach LaVine. The Hawks leading by 20. Outside, Lynn. He feeds it to Anderson. He dishes it to Collins. Clock at 6. Pass to Lynn. From beyond the arc. Atlanta again missing. Bulls trail by 20. LaVine wide open. Again, LaVine missing.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Over LaVine, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. It's on Zach LaVine.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good, Anderson. Both shots good from the stripe.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
The feed now to Holiday. Lopez, a screen on Anderson. Double team on Holiday. Here's Lopez. The rebound by Anderson. Anderson's got his 3rd rebound on the night. They set the screen to the left side wing. Here's Bembry. Atlanta again missing. The Bulls have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. A shot by Holiday. Nobody around. And the Bulls with another miss.
But his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight. He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he makes both from the line. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. From 11 feet away, it's good. Dunn's got his second bucket of the night.
There's just no way you are stopping Dunn when he's that close to the bucket. A skilled finisher and amazing athlete.
Lynn kicks to Anderson. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. There's the dish to Collins. Up off the screen. And the layup is up and in.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
Lopez a screen. And Holiday kicks to Levine. 6 to shoot. Got a piece of it.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And Anderson has it in the corner. Here's Lynn. Yep, it counts. Lynn's got 6 in the quarter.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
Parker outside. Lopez sets a screen for Parker. Off the screen. Count the basket. Parker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Outside, Lynn to the inside. Collins. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Lynn kicks to Bembry. Back to Lynn. Anderson dishes to Dedmon. Lynn the pass to Collins. Over Levine. Here's Bembry. And Parker with the block.
How about the reach from Parker? Extends his arms way up that time to get the block.
Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. The Bulls shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. First one falls for him. And Atlanta will go for a different look here. Lenz checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Carter comes in for Collins. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Justin Anderson. And it's Malcolm Delaney in for Jeremy Lin. Both free throws good from Holiday. The Hawks have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Pass to Bembry. Now here's Len. There's the pass to Delaney. Dishes it to Carter. 11 feet away and misses it off the right side of the rim. Chicago's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Holiday kicks to Markkanen. Here's Kilpatrick. He's covered by Bazemore. Off the pick. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. Alex Len picks one up. For Chicago, they have missed more than they've made at the foul line tonight, 3 of 7.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the first one drops. Paul Zipser, he's checked in for Chicago. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Atlanta leading by 22. Here's Delaney. 7 points in the game. Now Bazemore. Len dishes to Bazemore. Nails the wide open jump shot. Bazemore's got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Back to Payne. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
No, that's a good call. Just keep arguing with the officials because they change that call all the time. Not.
Delaney kicks to Bembry. And Carter has it in the corner. Carter can't get that one to fall. Bull shooting is leaving something to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Payne gets a wide open look. And again, Chicago, no good. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. And going into last season, Kent Bazemore commanding a salary in excess of $17 million. Greg, how did an undrafted player coming off his first starting season in the league get that kind of salary?
Timing is everything. Reflection of the market. You remember he had that huge spike in the cap. It's also a bet on his upside and work ethic. And with Bazemore, you see that the dedication to improve is there, and that's what made the Hawks comfortable with the contract.
Delaney kicks to Len. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And Markkanen continuing to improve inside. I mean, utilizing his height, the D has a tough time matching up with somebody with his skill set.
Delaney kicks to Carter. Len sets a screen for Carter. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Zipser. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Here's Kilpatrick. Passes to Zipser. Feeds it to Payne. To the inside. Markkanen. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board. Solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
Here's Carter. Back to Delaney. He kicks it to Len. Len a screen. Bazemore passes to Carter. Shoots the three. They get the rebound. A second chance effort. Pass to Delaney. Kicks it to Len. To the wing on the left. Goes back up. In Atlanta again with the bucket. Chicago's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Zipser. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Zipser's got his third basket of the night. The Hawks leading by 23. Len a screen. Carter kicks to Len. It's deflected. To the middle, stolen by Markkanen. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Here's Chicago. On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. They've got Portis. He's out there with Markkanen, and it's Kilpatrick in at the 2 spot. Pass to Zipser. Here's Markkanen, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. Hey, Brent, we've seen a number of super teams created via free agency or trade. Do you think that's good for the league?
I think it's great for the league. I think it's awesome to see some of the great players play on the same court together and some of the chemistry that creates. But what's been interesting over the course of the last couple seasons, Kevin, is that we've had these young marquee players stepping up in environments and with organizations now that are must-see TV. So aside from the super teams, there are young players carrying their team to hopefully greater and greater heights that keep you interested in all 30 teams in the league.
Len's shot is off. Bulls trail by 21. The pass to Kilpatrick. Shot clock at 5. Takes a 3. Rebound by the Hawks.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Prince dishes the Len. Stolen by Markkanen. 3-on-3. Passes it to Kilpatrick. Shoots over Bazemore. And again, no good by Chicago. The Hawks leading by 21. Lets it go with a 3. Drops in the tray.
Man, that's sure got to be a load off his mind after not hitting a single three-pointer in that first half.
They set the pick. Kilpatrick passes to Markkanen. And the Bulls with another miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And Bazemore kicks to Carter. Prince outside. Len down low, and he makes that one.
And those close-range shots are what you want him taking. They always have a great chance of falling.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Kilpatrick. He's covered by Bazemore. Fades away. Bank shot, no good.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Zipser, the pass to Portis. The rebound by Prince. Prince has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The offensive rebound, Delaney. He feeds it to Len. He dishes it to Bazemore. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's been a little bit disappointing in this game. However, his team has his back. They need a little bit more help from him.
Over the decades, the way the league has grown, phenomenal. Due in no small part to the leadership. Brent, what are some of the key traits you've seen of these two great NBA commissioners?
I think the one thing about both David Stern and Adam Silver that they have done a great job with is that they're approachable. There doesn't seem to be a time, at least in an NBA player's career, where they don't feel like they could either call the office and within maybe a day or two hear from somebody from the league office. But the fact that both David Stern and Adam Silver find their way out to arenas throughout the regular season, come to see every team, that approachability, I think, far and away sets those two gentlemen aside.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
The Hawks making a switch here. Len's checked in. Parker's checked in for the Bulls. And the free throw, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Prince in the corner. Eustace kicks to Dorsey. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Plumlee, no luck. Chicago has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Here's Stone. Brent, for the NBA, it's been a very prosperous time over the last couple decades. What do you think has been the key factor or factors in the growth and the popularity of the game?
Kevin, I think the game speaks for itself and always will. The NBA, to me, is the greatest game that we get a chance to watch. Athleticism and poetry in motion. But one of the things at its foundation and core that I've loved is that the guys that are carrying the mantle for the league right now are likable. And there's nothing that beats likability.
And they appreciate, Brent, I think they appreciate the people that were before them very much.
I think they not only appreciate what's gone before them, Kevin, they're in the moment now. And they appreciate what's going on with their careers in their moment.
He misses the free throw. Levine's checked in for Payne. He hits the second from the line. Here's Stone. Parker outside. Jacks up a three. And again, no good by Chicago.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Here's Dorsey. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. The Bulls shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point. Levine inside the three-point line. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. For Atlanta, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Lynn the pass to Eustace. It's tipped. And here is Valentine. The feed now to Parker. There's a screen. Levine hits the front of the rim and out.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Lets it go from deep. Was shot by Dorsey, no good. Chicago's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Felicio kicks to Stone. Now the dish to Parker. And we're seeing more athletes use cross-training to improve their strength and conditioning. Back in the day, did you play any sports outside of basketball to improve your results?
Kevin, if I asked you if surfing helped my basketball, would you say yes?
Well, in your regard, I would say yes. It did help balance, right?
Yes.
What about that?
Hey, I should have surfed a lot more then, Kevin.
Clock at 6. Eustace kicks to Prince. And the shot no good, a bit short.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
Levine up top. Jumper off the screen. Again, Levine missing.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
Bucket is good.
Just wonderful form on the J from Lynn, dropping it in the face of the D.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at New Orleans, they'll match up against the Pelicans. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Prince. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. And that's now 17 points for Prince. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Parker kicks to Levine. From deep. Again, Levine missing.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Eustace kicks to Dorsey. Plumlee dishes to Lynn. Hawks passing it around. Now here's Plumlee. He's guarded closely. Good on the shot.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Stone. Valentine passes to Levine. Dishes it to Parker. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And last season, Jabari Parker added a consistent three-pointer to his tool set as a scorer.
You think about the first few games, averaging about 13, Kevin, then jumped it up to 19, and then all of a sudden, you get to December, and he's averaging over 20 a game. So for Jabari to have that kind of consistency and that kind of improvement and gain his confidence, he's got to feel good that if he gets back to health, he can still do damage in the NBA.
And he makes the first. Brent, it's amazing how the three-point shot has evolved and how much it's being used. And some teams now almost entirely perimeter-based. That three-point shot is the first thing out of their mouth. Can you see a team winning a championship that way?
I saw teams win championships. That's the Warriors and the Cavs. If you look at what they did from the three-point line and the type of damage they did, Kevin, that absolutely was a huge reason why they were championship contenders. You could even look at teams that are qualifying for the playoffs as usually 6 or 7 teams that are in each conference. Of those 8, Kevin, are proficient three-point shooting teams.
Eustace kicks to Lynn. Plumlee sets the pick for Lynn. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Dorsey, that's good.
And we know he could drill that from there, even with defenders closing in.
The Bulls shooting 28%, a rocky performance for them offensively. Outside, Levine. They set the screen. Here's Parker. The shot off that time, so the Hawks will take it the other way. Plumlee with a screen on Levine. Dorsey dishes to Plumlee. Here's Bembry. And he can't bank that one in. Feeds to Valentine. Here's Levine. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Now Dorsey. Plumlee, the pass to Lynn. He kicks to Dorsey. Pass to Lynn. Here's the screen. Chicago grabs the miss. Felicio's got his 4th rebound in this one. Stone kicks to Levine. Shoots over Dorsey. And again it's Zach Levine. Levine's got 10 points here in the second half. Atlanta's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Lynn dishes to Plumlee. And that one, good.
Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
Levine passes to Stone. We've got 1:48 left here in the 4th quarter. For 3, Levine. But he stays with it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound. Pretty ferocious and sheer determination shown on that one. Easy to see why he gets those easy scoring opportunities.
Hey, Brent, in other sports, later draft picks often become all-star level players. That seems to be much more rare in the NBA. Why do you think that is?
I'm not sure, Kevin, and there are a lot of great finds for NBA teams in the second round and even late into the second round as guys who make solid contributions not only to their team right away because they might be more mature players that are passed over because the young guys show potential. I think that scouts do a great job of finding that rare talent. Maybe they're selected a little bit more early than they would be in previous drafts. There's much more information out there for GMs to get at.
The Hawks shooting about 47% here in the fourth. Lynn kicks it to Bazemore. Eustace passes to Lynn. Here's the screen. Here's Len. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Atlanta.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And so they're able to even up the season series at a game apiece with one left to play, exacting a little revenge and really saving face. They did not want to go down 2-0.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Prince.
And guys, I just felt he was tremendous tonight. His energy infected his teammates and the wrecking ball on both ends.
And Bazemore kicks to Lynn. Pass to Eustace. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Len, a screen. That misses off the backboard. Valentine with it. The shot. And again, Chicago. No good. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Jeremy, it really looked like defense got you guys going tonight and got them off their game.
Yeah, I mean, this might have been the hardest that we played, collectively for a whole game in a while. And I think everybody who really stepped out on the floor, they gave everything they had, and it was great to see.
Really was telling, Jeremy, how you guys got going. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. So long, everyone.